Viewers, you are most welcome to the CTEC Agri TV show, and of course this particular show is being named CTEC Show. And of course today we are here in the office of After Young Entrepreneur Federation, and of course it is short code AFCFA. He's here with me. The president of this particular institution is here with me, and of course we're going to have a chit-chat interview, brief one of course with him. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. My name is Siita Sofo Hissan, and I'm a prince, so mostly they call me Prince Siita Sofo Hissan. Yes,
please. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to come into this nice ambience office. We are most grateful to that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let's go this way. Tell us, how did the whole thing start?
You know, somewhere December 2020, a group of young African entrepreneurs and youth associations came together, and then we decided that AFTA was coming on board. AFTA simply means African Free Continental Trade Agreement. Okay. So we were also looking at how the young African entrepreneurs could benefit from AFTA. Okay. Therefore, we decided to come together to form it. So on June 10th, we officially launched it and opened our office. Okay. So we seek to mobilize the youth of Africa so that we can actively participate and benefit from the African Free Continental Trade Agreement.
Oh, okay. That's a very welcoming news. The headquarters is in Ghana here?
Exactly. Okay. So the continental head office for AFCFA is in Ghana. Because we actually founded it, and then we also chose Ghana because the head of the African Free Continental Trade, the Secretariat, is also in Ghana. Oh, okay. So we can easily liaise with the Secretariat to get things done on behalf of the youth of Africa. So that's why we thought it wise that we should do the continental office here in Accra, Ghana, and therefore we'll have other regional blocks across the African countries to take charge of the various countries.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So before we come to the main show in Ghana, because like you said, the whole thing started from here. Now you did mention that some of the African countries also had the opportunity to join this honorable thing. So tell us, before we come to Ghana, what actually is happening here, the young entrepreneurs. Let us go outside Ghana. What is the total response so far so good?
Oh, it's been very, very positive. Actually, last month, I had the opportunity of taking part in African Youth and Talent Summit in Abuja. Oh, okay. So I visited there as one of the guest speakers. And then after that, I had the opportunity to meet some of the youth groups across Nigeria that was actually registered with AFCFA. And the response was very positive, highly immersed. Therefore, we decided that we're gonna build. In fact, we have a lot of youth groups in Nigeria Youth Congress among others, that are actually joining AFCFA. And then we are hopeful that we're gonna get a lot of people. As at that time, we were over 5 million. And then, though chunk of the youth are from Ghana, the other countries too are also picking up: South Africa, Zambia, Malawi, Gambia, among others. Okay. So the response is quite positive. But we seek to, our next launch should be Abuja, because the response from Nigeria is actually very massive. Okay. You know, Nigeria too is the biggest economy we have in Africa, and therefore it's a powerhouse for Africa. So whatever is going to happen from Africa, if it starts from Nigeria, it's likely to be very successful. Therefore, Nigeria, they're actually working hand in hand for us to have our first launch in the first country to be launched in Nigeria very soon.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Now, AFCFA is non-governmental organization, right? So when it comes to the fundings, maybe probably to help this young entrepreneur, how do you go by your funding since it's a non-governmental organization?
Okay, certainly we are starting. So we are actually calling on a lot of NGOs and then philanthropists, people who have interest in youth development, to come and partner us to be able to achieve this objective. When we started out, I had the opportunity of representing the youth of Africa on a GIZ Continental Game Changer program that they did, where people from AU, EU, and other countries and continents participated in. So we are trying to look at what Africa can learn from the European Union and the other trade organizations that we have across the world, so that we don't actually make mistakes like some of the mistakes they have made. We can learn from them and then we can grow from there. Certainly, it's actually very positive. And then GIZ has been leading this. Fortunately, during our launch, they were also part of our launch. We have SNV and a whole lot of other NGOs. We are still in talks with them to see how they can partner us to run our program so that the youth of Africa can benefit from this game changer agreement, which is AFCFA.
Can you take us through the awards? How did it actually come by?
Actually, I don't know, but that is the reason why people like us, we have been in the entrepreneurial business for some time now.
Okay.
And then that's the reason why we've been called upon to also support in this whole agenda of African young entrepreneurs. Because somebody will ask, if you are not an entrepreneur, how can you lead entrepreneurs? Okay. So it's either sheep leads sheep, or shepherd leads sheep. Okay. But you can't have wolf leading sheep, certainly. So I have been an entrepreneur all my life, though I actually went into serious entrepreneurship about 10 years ago. I've worked with banks like UBA, EcoBank, and finally I had to resign and then start off a TV station. It will actually interest you to know that I've been the first person to set up a successful TV station in Northern Ghana, which is North TV. So if you look at, thank you, if you look at this award, 40 under 40 awards, 2017, 2018, I was voted as the young CEO in the media in Ghana. So you can see radio, TV, and newspaper, and then the same thing consecutively. The 2018 too, I took that award again. So this for the media entrepreneur of the year. Then I also have Peace Award, and from this Peace Award, I was given a chieftaincy title in Tamale, Yendi, yes. So I am a sub-chief.
You should have given us your title.
Martina the first, you know. They actually gave me the title before the president, Nana Akufo-Addo, was also given, conferred on the same title, Martina. For the Dagbon.
But so you share the same title concurrently with the president?
With the president, yes. Yes, that I am in one paramount, he is in Dagbon. Yes, and this one too, just my very recent award I won in Abuja when I was recognized as somebody leading the youth of Africa. The recent event that I went to, a couple with the National Youth Authority award.
In a nutshell, we say congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Coming to this far is a plus, and you've done so much well. Now let us come to this. Now the youth. If anybody had any platform to talk about anything, now I say the youth is supposed to be the hallmark of everything. Now, very recently, the youth, let me put it in that way because they face the country, and let me bring that one. I don't want to actually politicize it, but let us put it in the public domain. Now, the youth actually are calling for, the betterment of Ghana, looking at our economy and so many things that can make the meaningful life for the youth. How do you see the future of youth? I mean, Ghanaian youth, because we are in Ghana here. Let us start from our own domain here.
I've been in this youth business for quite a while. I remember when I had the privilege to speak to the African students at the African Students Union Summit in Rwanda, where we were hosted by the then AU chairman, His Excellency Paul Kagame. And then I spoke at the African Student Union program in Rwanda. Now, this is it. The problem seems to cut across the whole of the African continent. Problems youth face in Ghana is similar problem the youth in Nigeria face, and the same across board. Africa is the most youthful continent we have in the whole of the world. Yes, our generation, they are very young, and then we have a lot of unused energies that we have. a lot of youth, they are unemployed. There's no work for them to do. So the problem seems to cut across. So before the youth in Ghana, the agitations and things, you know, similar things has happened in Nigeria, you know, and SARS and co. But, you know, all these things we're trying to talk about, and now Ghana fixed the country and things, trying to talk about the challenges the youth in Africa normally face. And it's not something that is not new. Everybody is always aware of it, because every politician always say we are coming to get jobs for the youth, so many things. And then we are the people who have the power. The voting, we normally have to vote and give people the right to rule us. But you always ask yourself, how many youth are given the opportunity to even be at the decision-making table to plan for the success of our future? They keep telling us that the youth, we are the future leaders. And then ever since I was young, now over 30 years, and I'm still hoping, I'm asking myself that, when will I get into the future? There are people that are very old that still want to lead us, that are still leading us across Africa. And the youth that are very strong and can do the work, most of us are not given the opportunity. So for us, and then, so there's high time with the youth, we unite, and then we try to become economically emancipated. That is why for me, I have told the line of entrepreneurship instead of politics. Because once you are into politics, sometimes you can't even say the truth.
Yes.
You know,
there are some limitations in so many things that you go by.
Exactly. You say something about your party, then you have a problem the next day. So we are pushing for young people to be emancipated economically. I'm pushing more, instead of people relying so much on our governments and our leaders, whom most of them have actually disappointed us. We have to rely most on ourselves, synergize, bring ourselves together and do something that will give us money for us to eat, instead of we pushing all our burdens on politicians and pushing them to the extent that they are even overwhelmed themselves. So we should find problems to our own. We should find, entrepreneurs, we create problems, yes, and then we try to find solutions to the problems. There are some problems or challenges we don't even create, which are already existing, and our job as entrepreneurs is to fix it. So I've been looking at the Fix the Country hula baloo up and down, and it's like, for me, we all know the truth. I keep saying that we all know the truth. We are here with the politicians. We were there before NDC came, MPP came, and we monitored the whole thing. Somebody said, I can fix the country. Now he comes, and then he cannot fix the country. So he said, now you fix yourself. So there are a lot of fixing to be done here and there. So we all seem to know the truth, but the question is who should be held responsible. And then your answer is as good as mine.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Now let us come to this. Now the youth, this is strictly the entrepreneur, youth in entrepreneurship. That's very good. But one thing that we shouldn't also forget, and in fact it's a bare fact here, is that do you also enter into agriculture? Because you know this particular government is into 1D, 1A, that's one district, one factory kind of thing, and it is, I believe, it's also form part and parcel of this entrepreneurial kind of issues. What we normally see is that most of the youth, irrespective of the program they read, because I know a couple of colleagues who have finished university with the agriculture, BS in agriculture, but they still want to get into this white collar kind of job. What is your take on that kind of?
First of all, as I was saying, the takeaway from the Continental seminar we had with GIZ was that, because we happen to be in the youth committee and we're proponents and propagating for youth to be involved in most of it. So we decided to promulgate. We made a lot of proposals, and some of the things we all agreed was that agriculture, industrialization is what the youth of Africa needs. Agriculture, industrialization, we need, as you mentioned, one factory. There are supposed to be a lot of factories where the youth of Africa will be employed. They need jobs, and they need decent jobs.
Certainly.
So that they can be well paid. to take care of themselves and their families. In that case, the youth can think straight. That is what we need. We also need to go into agriculture. The amount of money the African economy pays for food to be imported is actually very huge and very crazy. You see, and then our government keeps paying for food to be brought into the country. When we have unused labor, the youth, we are there. People don't go into entrepreneurship and into agriculture. So that's the problem we are all having. Okay. I remember when I met the Nigerian ambassador to High Commissioner to Ghana, he told me that, my brother, you the youth of Africa, you don't need any government to help you. You need to mobilize yourself and then get into agriculture. When you mobilize yourself and get into agriculture, then there are a lot of chain stores in the US, outside Africa, that needs a lot of agricultural produce from Africa. We have to go into agriculture, farm, and then we can be able to export to these countries. So certainly, most of the youth, everybody sit down, I want somebody to employ me, I want somebody to employ me. No, we will have to take our destiny into our own hands. We have to go into agriculture, we have to go and farm, we have to produce, we have to devise mechanized way of farming, you know, develop IT that will help in our culture, and so many solutions. And I'm telling you that we'll not be waiting for somebody to call us to come and get a job and be paid.
Thank you so much. Okay, viewers, you are still with us here. We are talking about the Citizen Eye Ghana, and this show is CTEC Show, and we are here today to speak with a very honorable person called Prince Siita Hassan Sofo. Prince Siita Hassan Sofo. We are here to have this chit-chat interview, very brief one, of course, with him. He is the president of AFTA, that's Young Entrepreneurs Federation. He's here with us, and of course, due to our timing, we need to wrap it up. Now, with your last words, what advice do you have for the youth, basically in Africa?
For me, I believe that entrepreneurship is the way to go.
All right.
It's not easy to go into entrepreneurship. People always think that to be an entrepreneur is simply that you should go and take your money, go and start buying things and selling. That's not the only way of being an entrepreneur. Okay. I have been an advocate of the fact that if I start my business and I employ you as the youth to come and help me, part of your support for being an entrepreneur is to be able to be initiative, to take certain decisions that will enhance the benefits, innovative idea that enhance the benefit of the organizations. Okay. So far, a lot of youth, the easier thing we always do is to blame others. But I always ask them, what do you do yourself? There have been times that we've employed youth to come and help us grow our businesses, and they end up coming to kill our businesses. We've seen it. Colleagues, friends, they know themselves. This is not the first organization I'm working with. I work with so many organizations. I've seen how the youth have this. Now it's very difficult to get somebody you can trust, a loyal youth who can be very committed, initiative, coming to work for you or to grow together. No. So I'm going to entreat the youth that let's take our destiny into our own hands. Let's try and get our future. Let's get it. Let's earn it. Let's attract it based on how serious we are, how serious we take our work. Let's develop innovative ideas. Let's get into entrepreneurship. If you can't get money to start your own business, when somebody is doing his business, you partner him, and then you work your ass off. And then I'm telling you that at the end of it all, we have to start with passion. People start with money. When we call you to come and let's, well, how much are you going to pay me? But then I keep asking them, how much are you going to add to whatever I'm earning now, so that I can be able what? To pay you. So, and we have some youth that have been given a lot of opportunity to lead political positions here and there. But the question is that they don't carry themselves well. Which actually affect all of us. Okay. So I'm just advocating that let's do the right thing, but also telling our leaders that involve the youth in the decision-making process. Okay. You can't go and sit somewhere and make, even with this after, ask yourself how many youth have they been involved in the various committees? And now how many youth and women have been involved in those committees? So I'm advocating that they should they should let a lot of young ladies and young men be part of decision-making process. They should bring protocols on youth and women, so that we can also be in the boardroom to make decisions for the youth of Africa. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. All right, viewers, this is where we draw the curtain for today's one-on-one interview with Prince. The name is very, very fantastic. This is where we draw the curtain for today's wonderful show on CTEC Agri TV. My name is Collins Nana Ajiman, and of course, I'm here with my cameraman, and of course my producer. They are all here, Mr. Mills, and of course Mr. David too also is here with us, and of course thank everybody for watching with us here, and I hope next time we will also have another opportunity to be here to explore more. So the teeny youth out there, this is the way that you have to come, so at the end of the day we will be able to build a formidable foundation. Okay, so you can view us also here on all the social media handles, especially the YouTube or the Facebook and other social media handles, the CTEC Agri Telly, the CTEC Agri Online Telly. Just type it, and whatever that we are doing here and the program that we've done already, you get every information here. So thank you very much for being part and parcel of this wonderful show. My name is once again Collins.